Good morning, everyone. It's December the 2nd, 2023. If you've Before I really start the video, I just want to let you know if my voice sounds a bit rough and I kind of lose my voice. I've been fighting a cold for the last couple of days, so I might sound a little bit more like Daffy Duck today. But I did want to say something today and put something out today, as you can see by the title there, that I put up today as well. We've been talking, and of course I'm going to go back to earlier this week with the previous videos that I've given you a chance as well to catch up on and see what's going on, and the crack dealers and all the mess that all the addicts make coming into our social housing. And it took several days even for the broken lock in the front door to be replaced, so we had people coming in and out free off the streets, no problem. Just come on in. You might as well put the welcome mat down for them. So I wanted people to really get an idea of just how it looks, because they always say, oh, our social housing looks like a bunch of slums. Well, unfortunately, that's not the people living there generally that want us to look like we're living in slums. There's a lot of us who are just ordinary people like me, just an ordinary retiree that just want a safe place to live. And we don't need to be walking all over things. We don't all over crack pipes and all kinds of stuff. We didn't ask for this, but this is just because we're easy targets. And of course, the big condos that go up, well, as I've told you in other videos, no problem. They have the money. They can hire the security guards right at the doors, so it makes it more difficult for people and the crack dealers and the addicts and that to come in. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was that title today, Free Crack. Well, this is an interesting title because I'm going to tell you a little story about what my girlfriend told me. Okay, now, one of the things that we have often said, well, we all know when the box stores or stores opening up or a restaurant or something, how do they advertise? Well, through TV, the newspaper or flyers, whatever, which is a normal way of advertising. Well, the crack dealers seem to have a new version of advertising. And this is a story that my friend told me. She was walking down the street, and all of a sudden she heard a voice from up above her. She looked up on this apartment building just in time to see this gentleman yelling out the window, "Free crack." Yes, I said it, free crack. And the next thing she knew, there was a smoke detector flying out the window in an upper floor. It smashed on the ground. Someone going by picked it up. A gentleman picked it up real quick, and there was something in that smoke detector, some kind of little package of some sort. It was grabbed and taken off quite easily. And this particular street was one of the main thoroughfares where all the addicts are and everything else. So, of course, he's yelling out the window, and everybody's looking up and down the street. Oh, really? Free drugs? Wow. So this seems to be a new version of how the addicts or the drug dealers are actually advertising to the addicts, because usually it was word of mouth, and you found out from somebody, and somebody else told somebody, and so on down the line. So I thought this would be an interesting thing. So this is how they're turning around and getting people in off the streets and their clientele built up. So this is why we have such a problem within the building. So this is the first time I've heard of this, but very interesting way of advertising today. And like I said, in the summertime, it's all outside the action. It's nice weather. The dealers can come up. They can supply their addicts. They can meet them anywhere on the street. But the wintertime, these dealers don't want to get their little tootsies cold. So, of course, it's much easier to go and take over an apartment if they can and have their clientele coming in and out. So how long this continues, I do not know. Like I said, we've been all working as hard as we can, trying to figure it out. Do we need to strengthen some of our laws? What do we need to do? But I know it's just a very difficult situation we're all facing right now, and none of us should have to to live in a slum. And that's what it feels like. And we're not asking for this. And in this slum, our lives are being put in danger at the same time. So the way I look at it, I think they need to strengthen the fire codes to the point where we can actually persecute some of these people and give them a good bite with our laws. We need to strengthen them so that when they're caught on camera and they're caught, like just for an example there, it'd be very simple. Whoever broke that lock in the front, there was a camera. Find out, see if we can put it up, if police can put it up. Who's this guy going around breaking their locks? And then charge him with breaking and entering. It's as simple as that. That might make some of them think a little bit clearer. Because I know, I'm pretty sure he's got caught on camera. But this time it wasn't breaking in from the outside of the building. It was, he got inside and then opened the door and broke the whole mechanism, so we couldn't even use our buzzer system, where the intercom system wasn't even working, because that's how the door opens so that we can buzz them in. Broke everything. And I think they, unfortunately, I think they had to replace the buzzer system. They had to order in the part at the same time. But I wanted to give a little bit of an update on what's going on. And like I said, dealing with the homeless is really something. Now that we're on December the 2nd, I'm looking out my window. The snow's starting to fall. It's getting cold. And, of course, that's why this time of the year I've got a little bit of a rough voice today, because I'm always seem to be fighting off a little bit of a cold. So I apologize if you don't understand me, but I'm trying to make myself as clear as possible. But then on the other hand, when you look at 454 and the video we put up, where all the victims are there, and that's what I call them. These addicts are total victims of things. And when they go in and they get their crack pipes and everything supplied to them before they even have their breakfast, and then they come into our buildings and then they get their dope supply. And this is what the big problem is because we have 3 injection sites within walking distance of one another down here, as well as 3 homeless shelters within walking distance of one another. That's not good. Then we have all the services as well, the addiction services and whatnot, all in, and the community center for all this as well, all within walking distance. So it's very concentrated, and that's why I call it a wasp's nest that we're living in, because these wasps are coming out, stinging us, and that's what I'm referring to as the dealers. Not only are they bears, they're certainly dealers too, and they're certainly wasps, and boy, do they sting. So, and then I really feel sorry for, and this is the other thing, like 454, they're the daycare programs for the people. The drop-in centers are getting hit really hard. And I mean, when you got people literally falling asleep in their bowls and could drown in milk, because it's, and they have to become a babysitting service when they're doped up after they start their breakfast, after they've shot up. And this is what's happened. They're just totally helpless. They just lie there, as Julie was saying. They don't do anything. They don't move. These are the people that are so vulnerable. And how do you house these kind of people? When they hit bottom rung, and this is when they hit the bottom rung, unfortunately. They're like little babies. You have to cater to them constantly. And that was a big mistake, was having to cater. When our health officials say, oh, yeah, we can hand out the crack pipes and everything. No, we're just catering. But the ones, not only to the clients, but we're just handing this over, on a silver platter to the dealers, literally. Well, you're more than welcome. Come on in. We've got the clients. We've got the funding. That's what they seem to be looking for, is the funding, so that they can run the various operations down here. And it's but who are the ones that suffer? The ones who are on addictions, the ones who live in the area. We should not have to put up with this. But I could go on and on. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of a brief update, and I'm just trying to get over this cold right now. So I just wanted to give a quick update and a video today, and I have lots more to say. So we'll talk again soon, and everyone have a nice day. Be safe. Be aware of your surroundings, and everyone take care, and we shall talk again soon, and bye-bye.